Who likes bees? I don't. Beedrill, a new card from Chaos Rising, is something that a lot of people have been discussing about. It does have a pretty decent attack and a pretty decent way of dealing out a lot of damage. Its attack, Rumbling Bees, does 110 damage each of your Beedrill and Beedrill EX in play. And that does sound pretty good, especially considering we have stuff like Forest of Vitality. You can easily get multiple into play. The only problem is this is the only Beedrill we have in the format. You know, you can't even play like other types of Beedrills. But even then, you know, just getting a couple of Beedrills in play, you can do quite a lot of damage if you can get them in play. But given the amount of grass support we have in the format, this deck has been doing okay. It hasn't been doing a huge amount at events and all that kind of stuff, but it's still a decent-ish rogue deck that a lot of people have been tinkering around with, and that's all Beedrill does. It only has that one attack, 110 damage for each Beedrill and Beedrill EX in play. That's it. All you have to worry about is just getting Beedrills in play and just smacking for a whole bunch of damage, and for 1 energy. That's pretty decent. And because of that, the deck list is very, very small. We have 4 Weedle, 4 Kakuna, and 4 Beedrill, 1 Pheasantipity. We are playing a Dunsparce engine of 4 Dunsparce and 3 Dunsparce with the 1 Fan Rotom. And then our last Pokemon is Meowth. This is all we're playing in terms of Pokemon. And then in terms of item cards, we have 4 Buddy Buddy Puffin, 4 Bug Catching Set, 2 Night Stretcher, 4 Pokepad, 1 Super Red card, 4 Ultra Ball, and our ace pick of choice is Unfair Stamp. We are playing 4 Forest of Vitality, 2 Boss's Orders, 2 Dawn, 1 Judge, 4 Lily's Termination, and 5 Grass Energy. That's it. That's the deck. Very concise, very compact. All you're looking to do is just get Beedrills in play and smack for a whole bunch of damage. Very, very consistent, very concise game plan. Nothing else you need to worry about or anything like that. Just build up the bees and start swarming and swinging and stinging and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're going to take this deck onto the ladder, play some games with it, see how it goes, see how we do. I imagine there's probably not a whole lot of thought behind this deck. You know, you just build up your bees and then swing and swing and swing. But as always, it's my first time playing the deck. It's a learning experience. Mistakes may happen, misplays may happen, but please be gentle on me. Going first or second is a good question. We probably want to go first, in all honesty, because, you know, going second we can use a supporter, but there's not really a whole point in using the supporter when we can go first and just evolve all the way up into our bees. And also we can use our Dunsparces, because we can put down a Dunsparce, evolve into the Dunsparce, and then evolve and draw cards, but our opponent's going first. Unfortunate. We do start with the Fan Rotom, that is very nice. We can also use this attack. This could be anything. This is probably Zoroark in all honesty. It is Zoroark. Kind of a favourable matchup for me because Zoroark is weak to grass. And this looks like Toad's List. Playing Tatsugiri, I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Benching the Zekrom already. You are already bench locked. But they are playing that new, whatever it's called. Or is this going to be an emote spammer? That's very fun. Go to Fan Call for free. Bench. I'm also going to Ultra Ball. An Ultra Ball and one of the Dunsparces for another Weedle. And I'm going to... We only really need 2 Weedle. Well, this is going to be an emote spammer. I really wish you could turn off the ability for like people to do that. It's just so annoying. Like, genuinely. It's so annoying. Wow, that's kind of bad. Go ahead. Possibility of getting Itchy Pollen. I probably should have gotten the Dawn, to be honest, but then again, I need to draw the Forest of Vitality. It's one of those decks where, you know, you need Forest. You don't have Forest, then, well, tough luck. We're just going to get Itchy Pollen. Fine by me. I just realized we have 3 Buddy Puffins. That's kind of funny. Put down the forest, Judge. This is the only thing I can do. Wow, okay, pass. Drawing 3 supporters off of 1 supporter. I love it. We get a Zoroark in play. Are you gonna do anything else? Choosing a new active, the Tatsugiri, so they are digging for a supporter. And they find one. A boss. They are going to use the boss on the Meowth. And pass the turn. Okay, so we can Pokepad for a Kakuna. Can evolve into another Dunsparce. Can Catch for a Kakuna. Don't need that Kakuna. We can run away. Do get a Beedrill. No energies. I'm going to bench. I'm actually going to use the Buddy Puffin to get it back out. And then we are going to run away. Still no energy. Like with like an energy card, you know. I get that we only play, you know, 4, but I would like an energy card. That would be very nice. And we only play like, yeah, we only play like 4, I think. I don't remember. But in this matchup, we only really need 2 Beedrills in play to one-hit KO a Zoroark, which is nice. And they need like 2 damage modifiers to KO us, which is also very nice. Going to attach. Do need to get the Tatsugiri out of the active. Another reason why I'm not playing it. But then again, they can just Petulant to get the Zoroark in. They only have the one Zoroark can play. They are going to use the Transformation Tome. Put a Zorua on the Badoo. I mean, I can kind of see the reason why you would play it, but genuinely, like, you're just playing 4 bad cards when you could play 4 good cards, and you also need 2 copies of the card in order to even use it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm going to put the Mochi on. Put on another Mochi. So you do need 2 damage boosts in order to even KO the Beedrill. They're going to Night Joker. The Rampaging of the Thunder. Right, time to hope I draw an energy card here. It's not an energy card, there's a Fezandipity, and that's kind of something I don't want to put down against this deck. I want to evolve and run away draw. Oh, yes. There is the grass energy. Bench you. I'll just on a Beedrill, a Weedle, and I guess a Dunsparce. We will evolve. Evolve. Bench. Evolve. And Unfair. We will run away. Sadly, no Beedrill. We will get another Dunsparce. And we will Rumbling Bees of 440 because Zoroark is weak to grass. Take 2. see what our opponent goes from here. With only 3 cards in hand, no other Zoroarks. Do have Tatsugiri. Possibly get a supporter card, but that's if they get a support card. From the looks of it, they got a supporter card. There's Black Belt. Not really going to be doing a whole lot. They are playing Secret Box. Is Secret Box going to grab them? So they haven't used their supporter for the turn. Not grabbing a tool card because they've already used them. They grabbed, I think it was En's Castle, Cyrano, and PP up. I think that was the other card. Fez and 2 Zoroarks, so they're going to be drawing a bunch of cards here. To trade away the castle, don't really need it because you've got the Petrant in play. But they could have used it to bump my stadium. That's a thing you can do. I'm going to trade again. Trading away the Fez. It just doesn't seem like a favourable matchup for them, to be honest. Like, they need Mochi and Black Belt to KO, or some type of other damage modifier, because they're only going to hit 290. Which doesn't really seem like a very good matchup for this deck. They are going to go for the PP up. So they are not one-hit KOing at all, but I'm one-hit KOing them. They're going to Night Stretcher for the Badoo. Interesting. They're going to put down the Badoo. Why? It's a very strange thing to put down, considering you can't retreat into it because you've already attached for turn, and they're just going to pass there. Cool. Gonna put that there. Gonna double evolve. Going to draw. Another Beedrill. I kind of don't really need to draw anymore, to be honest. So I'm literally just going to use this one and then probably should not put down any more. Like, I'm set up, and they realise that. Game 1 has gone very, very well, considering we're up against a deck that kind of just hard loses to grass decks, let's be honest. It's the only thing I don't really like about playing Zoroark, is that if you're up against a grass deck, you just lose. Like, there's nothing you can do. Weakness and resistance do be a thing that is kind of annoying in the game. Our opponent is going first. Judging by the sleeves and deck box, it's probably Greninja. Because that seems to be just what everyone's playing on here. Baby's first time on TCG Live? Play Greninja. Snowrunt, could be Snowrunt Greninja. Frostlass Greninja, that is a thing. Cool. Old buddy for this and this. I will Fan of the Call for 3 Dunsparce. I'm only going to bench 2 of them, because I do want a 3rd Weedle. And then patch onto probably the bench. Lily, probably shouldn't have drawn that 3rd one, but it's fine. Get an Ultra Ball. I think we're going to Ultra Ball. I think I'll save the Ultra Ball for next turn. Because I kind of want to keep the red card. I don't really want to get rid of the red card. Are they going to draw? Are they going to pass again? Have they gone AFK? No, they're going to evolve into Mega Frostlass. Interesting. So you don't have anything else to do. So if I can build up 3 Beedrills, you're saying I can win? Or if I just put my hand down, if I just put my hand size down low enough, then there's nothing you can really do. Evolve, evolve. An Ultra Ball. I'm gonna get rid of this Meowth and also this red card. Or the Dunsparce. To evolve the Dunsparce, we're going to attach here. We are going to Night Stretcher the Weedle. Put that down, and the Lily. There's the forest, but we don't have a Beedrill. Do that. Could unfair them. That puts my hand size down as well. We're going to, I think I might unfair. And then do my things, just see what I get, sure. Okay, we can get a Beedrill. And to get a Beedrill. To evolve this. And to Bug Catch for another Beedrill. That's 2, I just need 1 more, and we donk. Run away. There is the 3rd Beedrill. GG. Well, that was a game. Okay, that second game was very, very swift. Opponent just didn't put anything down and I was able to get lucky enough to get all of my stuff set up. Then again, I am hoping to draw into 3 Beedrills, but we do play 4-4-4, which is always nice. I think that putting up this is better because it has free retreat. We are going first. Don't know if I want to get the Fan Rotom, because I only really want to have 2 Dunsparce in play, but it depends on the matchup. Because you want to have at least 3 Beedrills for some matchups. Against some matchups you probably want to have all 4. It is Zoroark again, so we only want 2. Let's do this for one of you. Probably a second one actually, considering I only need the 2. I have 1, I have Dawn. Dawn next turn is very strong. And a Bug Catch. We'll take a Beedrill. And we'll pass. Starting Zekrom is a bit unfortunate. Let's see what this player can do. Again, this is a very unfortunate matchup for my opponent. If I'm able to get established pretty quickly, then it's just game over. They are playing the Dharm, which could be very useful. Deciding not to keep the Zoroway in the hand. I would use the Buddy, get 2, and then keep 1 in the hand. Because now you only have 1 more bench slot for something. Which is either going to be... Well, you have your 2 attackers, so it's going to be something else. Maybe like Petch. If you don't want to put Castle down. I'm just going to pass there. Okay, we're going to evolve. I could Dawn here, but I kind of want to see more cards. So I'm going to get Weedle and a Dunsparce. Then I'm going to Lily's Determination. There's a Forest. So we are going to get a Beedrill in play. But that's only 1 Beedrill. I mean, I can start hitting. That's one thing. I can start doing some damage. But like... Oh, it's only 110. Do have a Lily for next turn, possibly draw into something else. Probably should have played the Dawn. Could have gotten another Kakuna. With the first Zoroark coming down. Probably just drew that for turn. Oh no, because they went second, so they couldn't have evolved it. Do have the Darmanitan, so they can start picking off my bench a bit. Which is fine. It means they have to get rid of their energies. Because in this matchup, if I can get my evolutions, then, you know, Darmanitan's kind of useless. It's kind of why I don't put it down so well. If you can get it established early, it's good. Especially against, like, but if you're playing Forest, then, like, there's no point really having it there. Plus, this matchup anyway is just, like, very difficult to play against, in my opinion. Because you need 2 damage modifiers to get rid of a 310 HP Pokemon. It's not fun. It's not fun. And Beedrill can just one-hit KO you. Discarding Cyrano. They played Lily, didn't they? I'm pretty sure. Because, like, if I get rid of this Zekrom, they have to spend resources to get another one out. Which is, like, the main thing you want to have on the bench with this deck. I'm going to Pokepad for a Monkey. I'm going to move some damage, maybe. Which doesn't really mean a whole lot. I mean, will they get rid of the Forest? Choosing a new active Pokemon. They are choosing Darmanitan. Okay. I'm very confused about what my opponent's doing. Mochi Mochi. I guess they just want the Darm to die. That's why they did it. Gonna grab a Dunsparce. Slap that down, and then we're going to slap this Lily. 8. Going to evolve. And evolve. Now I'm going to draw first before I do the bug catching set. The Beedrill, an energy here. We're going to Buddy Puffin for the Dunsparce we put back. Then we're going to do the other Dunsparce. For an Ultra Ball. Put this down. We're going to Ultra Ball. Meowth. And probably the Judge. Alright, a Dunsparce, because we do have a third one that we can use. To Runaway draw again. Can we draw a Forest? We do. Put down the Forest. Evolve into Beedrill. Bug catching set. We get a Weedle. No Kakuna. And I guess we just get rid of the Darm. Take our 1 prize. And now we are kind of set up. Because they need... well, they can Monkey the 30. And that does help them get rid of a Beedrill. But then they also need a Black Belt and then as well Poisoned KO. So I kind of have helped them in a little bit. Is that the 4th Lilies? It's the 3rd one. Oof. I wonder what list they're playing. Going to trade. What have they used? Not a whole lot, actually. Another Zoroark. This is what it's like. Pro player plays deck, does well with it, everyone starts playing it. I was playing Zoroark before it was cool. Same with Dragapult. I played Dragapult before it was the best deck in the format. Everyone said the deck was bad. I still played it, and now I don't. Did I get that Pokepad off of prizes? I think I did. Otherwise, I definitely would have played that for a Kakuna. Probably gonna get another Zoroark. Which are kind of set up. Just need energy. Could get Petch. You do put the Dark in the discard for a possible PP up. Then you need the attach onto Monkey, and you can KO this Beedrill. They are taking a while. Is the Petch prized? Unfortunate if so. Getting a Zekrom, that's not good. Getting Pokepad for Shaman. It's not gonna do a whole lot. We do have the third Zoroark. This is the third trade. They didn't get Petrant, which leads me to believe it might be prized. I think that's what they might have been going for. That's what I would have gone for. If you already had a Zoroark in hand, I would have gone for the Petch. I'm guessing the Petch is prized. Which is unfortunate. Because now you need a Black Belt to KO with a 30 Monkey move, the 290. So if you have it, they are going to attach the Monkey. They're going to Adrenabrain. Might be going for a Bench, which could be a good play. They're going to the Active. They've already used a supporter, so they can't Black Belt. They're going to Retreat. And conceded because they probably forgot to use the PP up. So overall, Beedrill, it's pretty decent, to be honest. Although a lot of those games, well, the first game, we did have some back and forth, I guess. Second game, not so much. But the second game does go to show how quickly the deck can accelerate out, especially with all your draw cards, and you can just evolve straight into Beedrills and just get a donk, I guess. But that is quite luck-based. And then the third game, just very unlucky for my opponent. But I was struggling a little bit to get established. And I also basically gave them a free 110 damage to move back, which actually does help, like, against the matchup, because they can just move 30 onto a Beedrill, get 1 damage modifier, and then knock out. So I was helping them in that regard, which it didn't really matter in the end, because they did some misplays. But when the deck does get going, it is pretty difficult to stop. Because, Forest of Vitality as a card, you can just evolve from a Weedle straight into a Beedrill if you have it in play past your first turn. Very, very strong, and you also have your Dunsparces and Dunsparces that you can just keep looping and looping and looping to draw your cards. And 1 energy is, like, pretty good for an attack that does more damage for each of your main attacker that you have in play. And this thing is pretty bulky and pretty difficult to get rid of. There isn't many fire decks in the format. In fact, I don't think there is any fire decks in the format. People are playing stuff like Moltres, but I don't even think Moltres KOs this thing. Overall, it's pretty decent. I can kind of see some weaknesses with the deck, especially against stuff that can hit the bench. Stuff like Mortal Shuriken from Mega Greninja could be a bit of an issue. That Darmanitan from Zoroark, if they can get it going early, can be a big problem for this deck if you don't have your Stadium in play. But overall, the deck is pretty good. I'm surprised it's not doing better, but I guess there's just... it is a very compact list, and I guess it could be a bit bricky because you are playing 4-4-4 of your main lineup. Kind of like how sometimes Zoroark bricks because you're playing 4 Zorua and 4 Zoroark. But it does seem pretty good, and I enjoyed my time with the deck. Even if 2 of my matchups were like hard losses for my opponent, it was still a pretty fun deck, and I can see it doing well in the future if we get more Beedrills or like different types of Beedrills that do different things. Like we could get a Beedrill that some type of ability, or maybe a different attack, all that kind of stuff, because again, this is the only Beedrill we have in the format. But if we get more Beedrills in future sets, the deck could get even stronger depending on what those Beedrills do. That is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think about Beedrill. Is this a deck that you've been eyeing up since it was announced or like revealed? Is it a deck you've been playing? Is this a deck that you feel will get better in the future? How are you finding the deck? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are its strengths? What are its weaknesses? All that kind of stuff. Do let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All of that's nonsense. Any and all support is greatly appreciated, and you Take care.